Hey Josie, how you doing? I've been going through your 18 pages here for the last several moments and actually for a while now. And I've just really been trying to get my comments compiled and organized as expeditiously as possible. So I think I've done so. So let's get started. Okay, good job on the cover. I think the cover is, just enough to pique some curiosity. And I think this is nice. I mean, with the image and the logo, I really think that you're saying a lot before you're even saying anything in words. So you're immediately setting up the posture of the piece. So that's excellent. Okay, then you go straight to your summary, and I would call this a mission statement or a project summary. Just going straight to summary kind of makes it appear like, wow, did she put the last page first? So project summary or mission statement or something like that. So that's good. And then there's your mission. So maybe you can just even combine your summary and your mission statement into one. Then this is wonderful. I may have said this before. I need CMYK and RGB equivalents over here. Okay, it's really important. I mean, you can't really put this in your logo in your portfolio. You got to get those. I mean, those are spot colors. That's fine. If they're Pantone colors, that's great. But let's get some equivalents in there. Okay, just so it shows that you know what you're doing. Again, that's RGB and CMYK color equivalents. Let's go to the next page. Logo Insider. Okay, one thing I've noticed in your presentation is that watch your type. Your type seems to jump around the page. Watch between that page and that page. See how this type, that margin right there kind of jumps around. And then I've also noticed that down here, now your logo, your headline is a completely different spot as is your body copy. So let's get some consistency there. Let's go straight to your booth. Okay, so this is your booth, and you have your illustration here, and that's great. My issue, and anybody who's going to look at this is going to read through this. Any experienced designer is going to read through this. And let me show you what I mean. At first glimpse, this looks good. Okay, good job. It looks like it's a little geometric for a sketch, but okay. Then we go to your finished booth, and we can clearly see that your sketch is based off this. Okay, now listen, Josie, I don't know if you prepared this 3D illustration or not. I'm going to guess, based on what we've seen, that this is a found image, okay? Which means we can't use this image. Even if it is your 3D model, we still can't use it because it wasn't built in Illustrator. I would certainly, if you show me, and again, I don't mean to be accusatory, or if you show me your file, that this is your work, then by all means use it. Otherwise, all you're doing is placing your graphics on somebody else's work. And that's not what we want. We want to really develop a trade show booth. And I'm going to show you an example here in a second. It doesn't have to be rendered out to 3D, this beautiful, polished rendering. A simple Adobe Illustrator sketch will suffice. And again, I'll show you an example in a second. Booth purpose, booth materials. Again, watch your jumping around the page here. Collateral. And, I think that the work is fine. I think everything looks great. But what I want you to do from here is I want you to think about this. That looks great. It looks like a pillow, too. If you fill it up, it could be your pillow. Yeah, good job. All right, so giveaway insider and giveaway materials. I think those could probably be combined into one page. Okay, and then the main thing I'm seeing is you don't have a credits page. So that is immediately shooting your credibility completely obliterating any credibility this presentation would have because you don't have any resources. Please don't forget your resources in your final presentation. I'm just going to jump over to another presentation. I want to show you some things here. This is a wonderful presentation. This was already submitted a couple of classes ago. The student gave me permission to use it as an example, and I think it's outstanding. This was turned in for this week, this assignment. Page 1 shows, it really shows how everything is set up So in other words, you have the project overview, and then the conceptual stages, and then your sketches. So everything that you need for this page is on this page. Okay, so there's no real jumping around like, okay, wait, booth. Okay, there's the booth and the booth materials. I got to go to 2 pages, and I'll find, okay, Silicon Edge graphics. Wait, what did those look like? And I go back there. Do you see what I'm saying? So here, everything is right here where you need it. Okay, trade show booth, there's the concept or the thesis of the trade show booth, then finalized concept, and then look, this really detailed materials list pointing to the trade show booth. Now this right here could be the most important part of the project right here. The materials list showing, look how she uses percentages, and she's really given some solid facts here, and they're all backed up with, yes, solid citations. Let's go back up here. Okay, so there's that. Then the next page, she goes into the trade show booth, still another angle isometric view of the trade show booth. So we've got really 2 pages describing the trade show booth. Not both the visual posture, the materials list, and the concept as well as the visual. We move to the information collateral. There's the sketch, there's the concept, there's the finalized concept. Here's the materials list, detailed including inks and substrate, okay, and printing process, all in a sustainable format in that pointing to, yes, you guessed it, the citations. And again, we see that same formula here on the last page. There's the sketch, there's the little thesis, here's the revised thesis, advantages, disadvantages, and of course this ever important materials pointing to your resources. Okay, so that's what I'd like to say. I'd just like to see you tie this back together. So everything is pointing to sustainability. Everything is pointing to a source of research, where if I can say, okay, this is reused bamboo plywood, I want to see that. So you'll have to give a source. So I can go and look at your source for reused bamboo plywood. And I can see, what it is exactly. And do you see what I'm saying? So, okay, that's what I got. Sorry for taking so long. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to contact me. Okay, thanks. Good job.